A cruise ticket is not the real cost. The real cost starts the moment you board, and most people never see it coming, not because they are careless, but because the entire system is designed to make spending feel invisible. Every corridor, every convenience, every small moment of comfort on a cruise ship has been engineered by teams of revenue specialists whose job is to convert your relaxation into their profit. Today, we are going to dismantle that system, one charge at a time. These are 7 things that cruise lines will happily bill you for that you can get completely free if you know exactly what to do. Number 1, bottled water. A single bottle of water on a cruise ship costs between $3 and $5. That does not sound alarming until you do the math. A family of 4 drinking water through port days, pool afternoons, and cabin evenings can spend over $150 on water alone during a 7-night sailing. The cruise line is not doing anything illegal. They are simply placing a paid option directly in front of your thirst and waiting. Here's what experienced cruisers do instead. They bring a reusable water bottle on board. Every ship has buffet beverage stations, dining venue taps, and water refill points where water flows completely free all day, every day. The ship's water is treated, tested, and safe. You fill your bottle before excursions, before pool time, before bed. You never touch a paid bottle the entire trip. One habit, one bottle, over $100 saved before you even reach your first port. And this is just the beginning. Because the next one is something almost nobody thinks to question. Number 2, room service. Most of it. The fantasy of breakfast on your balcony at sunrise is real, and cruise lines know exactly how much that fantasy is worth to you. Many major cruise lines now charge a delivery fee between $5 and $10 per room service order. It is a newer policy, quietly introduced over the past several years, and most guests simply accept it as the cost of the experience. But here is what the ship does not broadcast. A specific portion of the room service menu remains completely free on most major lines. Early morning continental breakfast, which typically includes pastries, fruit, juice, and coffee, carries no delivery charge. The key is knowing your ship's menu before you sail. Cruise lines post these menus online, and with 10 minutes of research before departure, you can identify exactly which items cost nothing to have delivered. Order from the complimentary section, time it for sunrise on your balcony, and the experience is identical. The indulgence is real. The charge is not. Number 3, specialty coffee. Cruise ships have fully embraced the specialty coffee economy. Every major line now operates a branded coffee bar, selling lattes, cappuccinos, and espresso drinks for $3 to $6 each. For a guest who drinks 2 cups a day across a 7-night cruise, that is a quiet $80 to $160 line item that appears on the final statement and feels completely surprising. The ship has free coffee. The main dining room serves it every morning. The buffet runs a coffee station throughout the day. On many ships, the quality at these stations has genuinely improved as the lines respond to passenger feedback. And if you are particular about your morning cup, bring a small bag of your preferred ground coffee and use the in-room coffee maker that most standard cabins include. You wake up, you brew exactly what you want, you walk out onto your balcony with a perfect cup, and you have paid nothing. The coffee bar is beautiful. It is also completely optional. This is how cruise lines generate millions in onboard revenue annually, not through one large charge, through hundreds of small ones, repeated by thousands of guests day after day, sailing after sailing. Number 4, fitness classes. The gym on a modern cruise ship is genuinely impressive. Floor-to-ceiling ocean views, full equipment, and real space to move. Access to the gym itself is almost universally free. But the moment you want a guided experience, a spin class, a yoga session on the upper deck, a group HIIT workout, the meter starts running. Group fitness classes on cruise ships typically cost between $15 and $30 per session. For someone who trains daily, that adds up to a meaningful expense across a full sailing. Here is the move. Most ships offer 1 or 2 complimentary fitness classes per voyage, typically on embarkation day or the first sea day, as a preview designed to encourage bookings. Show up for those. Beyond that, the ship's daily planner, available through the onboard app or slipped under your cabin door each evening, lists every scheduled activity for the next day. Anything marked complimentary is yours at no cost. Free stretching sessions, deck walk programs, open movement events. Check the planner every night. Plan your mornings around it. You can maintain a full fitness routine across an entire 7-night cruise without paying a single class fee. But what comes next is where most first-time cruisers lose the most money without ever realizing it. Number 5, photos. The moment you step off the gangway at embarkation, there is a photographer. The moment you enter the main dining room on formal night, there is a photographer. Port arrivals, character experiences, specialty backdrops positioned throughout the ship, photographers are everywhere, and every image goes into a gallery that the cruise line will invite you to browse and purchase from. Individual printed photos start at $20 to $30. Full digital packages for a week-long sailing can exceed $300. Cruise photography is one of the highest margin revenue streams in the entire onboard business model. Here is what most guests do not know. Every photo taken of you is stored in the ship's gallery until the final sea day. You pay nothing to be photographed. You pay nothing to browse. And in most cases, you are allowed to photograph the displayed image with your own phone. The resolution is not print quality, but for sharing with family, for social media, for personal memory keeping, it is completely sufficient. And on the final evening, unsold gallery packages are frequently discounted heavily. Guests who wait and approach the gallery in the last hours of the voyage have walked away with full digital collections for a fraction of the original price. Patience, in this case, is a direct financial strategy. Number 6, port maps and destination guides. Every port of call on a cruise itinerary has a shore excursion desk ready to help you make the most of your time ashore. The excursions they sell are convenient, they're backed by a ship return guarantee, and they are among the most expensive ways to see any destination on Earth. A snorkeling trip that runs $190 per person through the ship might cost $60 booked independently at the pier. The markup is not hidden, it is simply never discussed out loud. The free alternative begins the night before arrival. Every ship delivers a port guide to your cabin, outlining maps, walking routes, taxi fare standards, and landmark directions. The ship's app carries the same information digitally. Pair that with 30 minutes of pre-cruise research using travel forums and destination-specific YouTube content, and you arrive at each port with a complete self-guided plan. You move at your own pace, you eat where locals eat, you pay what independent travelers pay, and you return to the ship with stories that the excursion bus never offered. The shore excursion desk exists to serve guests who did not prepare. Number 7, Wi-Fi. Save this one because it may be the most significant charge on this entire list. Cruise ship internet packages can run between $20 and $30 per device per day. On a 7-night sailing with 2 devices, you are looking at $280 to $420 in Wi-Fi fees before you have opened a single app. The ship knows you feel disconnected without it. That is the leverage. Here's the reality. Every port of call has free Wi-Fi available in cafes, restaurants, and public spaces. If your genuine need is staying in touch with family or handling time-sensitive messages, simply plan to connect during port days and stay offline at sea. Most people find that after the first day, the disconnection becomes the point of the vacation. Beyond that, cruise loyalty programs include complimentary internet minutes for returning guests at various tier levels. If you have sailed before with any major line, check your membership benefits before purchasing a single package. And if you hold a travel rewards credit card, check the benefits portal before departure. Several popular cards include onboard Wi-Fi credits as a standard perk that most cardholders never activate because they never thought to look. Here is what all 7 of these have in common. None of them are accidents. The bottled water placed at eye level in the ship corridor, the room service menu that lists paid options first, the coffee bar positioned between your cabin deck and the pool, the fitness class schedule that buries the complimentary sessions, the photo gallery lit beautifully at the end of every formal evening, the shore excursion desk staffed and welcoming at every port, the Wi-Fi package offered during embarkation when you are most anxious about being unreachable. Every single touch point is deliberate. Every single one represents a decision that was made for you in advance by people whose job is to anticipate the moment your guard is down. Knowing this does not make cruising less enjoyable. It makes it more so, because when you understand the system, you stop reacting to it and start moving through it with confidence. You spend where it genuinely matters to you. You hold on to the rest, and you step off the ship at the end of the voyage feeling like you won. That is what Cruise Navigator exists to give you. Not a list of restrictions, a set of tools. Because a great cruise is not about spending less. It is about spending smart. If this video gave you something real, share it with someone who has a cruise on their calendar. And if you want to keep building that edge before your next sailing, subscribe to Cruise Navigator. There's a lot more coming.